So it's another Southgate disaster class, really. 1-1, it's a draw. Ukraine, we battered in the Euros 4-0, and I know each game is different. Obviously, he's messing about the team. It's a qualifier. We haven't won, and I've obviously got the Scotland game afterwards, but Southgate has run out of ideas. I'll be honest. Mark Goldbridge is a better manager. At the same time, today, the bloody YouTube All-Stars was on. That's a bloody better match than what I watched in England. Southgate, I feel like I'm just repeating myself every single time with an England video. It was tragic, it was terrible, boring, individual brilliance. I've said it all before, and obviously there's rumours that he's going to leave in the Euros or after he's played the Euros and Pep comes in. If something like that could happen, sign me up, because this man, I don't think he's improved a single player since he's become manager. And realistically, yes, he's improved one thing: the spirit around the team of England, the national team, and the spirit of us fans. Obviously, when we had the people before like Fabio Capello, Roy Hodgson, all this, the feeling around England was we always lose. We don't have any chance of winning the World Cup or the Euros. Now we do, but he just can't take us to that level of winning them finals. Yes, we did well in World Cup, we did well in the Euros, but we're aiming to win it, and if he doesn't bring it home in the Euros, he's failed ultimately, in my opinion. The game, it says for itself, very boring. England had a lot of possession, passing it around left, right and centre, but they had no sort of identity, and his like substitutions don't really do anything. Maddison, weren't his best, neither was Bellingham, who's been smashing up in the Liga. It was all very sort of flat, and it was just one good ball from Harry Kane to Kyle Walker, who equalised. What a pass by Harry Kane. That man has been smashing it in Bundesliga, and he continues his fine form with that great assist. But if you reverse it, turn back the time, Zinchenko scored, and he played incredible today for Ukraine. They had a lot of counter-attacks. That was the first one, really. Zinchenko slopped it away brilliantly. And Ukraine, ultimately, they'll take that point. They did really well. Obviously, I think they'll come second overall, something like that. But from England's point of view, terrible, absolutely terrible, and I just don't know what to say anymore. Southgate, realistically, he's got the Euros to try and prove something, but most England fans who have wanted him out, their point's been validated, because when he's tested, he's failed every single time. And yes, I know it's a qualifier, he can mess about the team a bit, and it's not as important, but these games are what the warmth for the Euros. The Euros is coming round next summer. Wow, baby, it's going to be good because of the beers and stuff, the overall energy. But will England do well? I hope so, but I doubt it. Obviously, you had Italy. There's other teams like Spain who are really good. Germany, you've got... And there'll be some wild cards, as there always is, that play well. Hopefully England can go win it, but we'll have to see if it will come home. The women are showing men up as well. The women are doing spectacular. Obviously, World Cup final, they lost it, but they got the Euros. And there was a rumour that Serena Wigman was going to come over to the men's game. That would be incredible, but I think she said she's staying. That would be some form of history if it happened, and I think she's a good manager. And yes, women and men's football aren't the same, but she's a hell of a lot better than bloody Southgate, because I'm not saying he's terrible, but he managed Middlesbrough before being an England manager, so I wonder what he'd do after his managerial career. Probably just sit back, relax, and let everything happen. But overall, the game was pretty flat. England didn't struggle to break Ukraine down. They had very little chances. There was that one Saka chance where he hit the bar. Great play by the keeper. What a save. But other than that, realistically, England struggled to make chances, just shots from outside the box. Maguire had a few headers, but there was no real clear-cut chance, for Harry Kane or a attacker, a striker, anything. It was very flat. A very boring game. Boring football. And I don't want to slander him too much, because he has produced good moments. Them good moments, realistically, rely on individual quality, individual excellence. And we got very lucky. But I think the show's over for him. Jude Bellingham's getting really good now. Maddison's taking the reins at Spurs. We've got players like Rashford, incredible, Saka. They're moving up and they're managed better by their managers in the club, managed to get something out of them and produce good stuff. I think, keep picking Maguire, keep picking Henderson. They make no sense. He has favourites, obviously, and depending on who those favourites are, he'll let game club form. He don't really care about it. So like Maguire will always play under him. Henderson will always play under him. Teams like this, and then you've got people like bloody James Ward-Prowse who are not getting picked. It's pointless, and his favouritism is just stupid. And hopefully, whoever the next England manager is doesn't have these favours, because it's been really annoying the Euros. And yes, Maguire plays well for England, but He's not even playing. At least Pickford's playing and he plays decent for England. Maguire's on the bloody bench. But yeah, that's all I have to say. An eye-opener, really. I think everyone, doesn't go into this with high hopes, got to the quarter-final in the World Cup. We just have to hope, don't we, that we could maybe win it. But that game was pretty flat. Gareth Southgate ball is not my favourite. So yeah, we'll have to see how we do against Scotland. From that, there's nothing much we can do. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.